have AlleeOop downloaded from the App Store. On the bottom right of the login screen where it says create your account, you're going to click there and a window will open up where you type in the name of the organization that you are going to be part of. In this example here, it's AlleeOop Demo. But just start typing in the name of your group and it will pop up. After we do that, you're going to get a registration screen where you're going to put your name, email, and set up your profile. It's important that you put all accurate information because for account recovery purposes, we'll utilize your email and we're going to utilize your mobile number if there were ever an opportunity where we were going to be sharing out coupons or rewards or any sort of perks like that that some of our community partners might offer. So go ahead and fill out your personal information. When you get to the part here where it says choose a username, be sure to choose a username you're going to remember. This is how we log into AlleeOop, is your username and password, not by your email or your mobile number. So choose a username that you're going to remember. Go through, it'll ask you for your date of birth. You go ahead and click on the top there and the scroll wheel will open up where you can choose year, month, date, etc. and go ahead and put your birth date information in. Once you've done that, there's going to be a spot for 3 long-term goals. Just share any goals you may have. The youth that you work with will see these, and it's important for them to see that you have goals and aspirations just as they do. So this is a great opportunity to share a little bit about yourself and some things that you are trying to achieve as well. After your third long-term goal, there may be a last question. You can just put any input in there and then hit submit. And then you'll get this screen saying, thank you for registering, and you have to wait to be approved. So you will get a notification. Typically, it's going to be an email. It may go into your spam email folder, but you'll get an email or a text message from somebody as part of the AlleeOop community letting you know you've been approved. And once you've been approved, then you can go back in and log in using the user ID and password that you created. Again, with the user ID and password we created. So go ahead and put in your user ID and password. And you'll be signed in to the AlleeOop app. And when you sign in, what you'll realize right away is that you cannot do anything on the AlleeOop platform until you complete a series of questions that are going to help create a statement of purpose. You're walking through this series of steps and questions the same as we have every youth do, so you can understand the process that they've gone through as well. So you click on that button, Add/Edit SOP, which stands for Statement of Purpose. You get to the second screen, you click Add Edit SOP again, and then you'll get a series of screen pop-ups that ask you to check some things that are interests of yours, some questions where it's fill in the blank text fields about things you like to do, things you're interested in, maybe some skills and talents that you have. Again, we utilize this with youth to help them start the process of identifying things that are important to them and perhaps might help us steer them towards discovering some talents, gain some confidence, or pursue some discovery of some careers related to things that they like and enjoy to do. So go ahead and fill in these questions and move through all the registration questions. Should just take a few minutes to run through these. And as you're going through it, it may seem to you that some of the questions are repetitive. That is by design, because we know when we ask the same question in slightly different ways to many of the youth that we're supporting, it helps us to get a fuller picture of really where their head is at, what they're thinking and believing when they have to answer similar questions in slightly different formats. We just go through, answer each of the questions to the best of your ability. And similar to with young people, there's no right or wrong answers here, of course. It's just what are your opinions about yourself and your future and what you want in life. And again, you're walking through this process so you completely understand what we've asked each student to do as they are onboarding to AlleeOop as well. And then as you get towards the end of these series of questions, you'll come to a screen where there's a number of inputs in gray, and that is a summary of all the inputs that the user has put in as they've gone through the series of buttons and text fields, etc., etc. And by looking at those summary items, you're asked to, in a few sentences, in your own words, kind of sum things up as far as what's important to you, what do you want for your life. And once again, the question is structured very, very loosely because we don't want students' responses to be fitting a formula. We want it to be very, very open and provide them as much opportunity to be authentic and honest as possible. And so it's a very simple question. Here is a summary of the things that you already put in. Now, can you summarize that in just a few sentences? And so that's what this last text field is asking. You can put in whatever is pertinent to you, be as brief or as expansive as you're comfortable. And once you hit submit, you're going to get an opportunity to download it. You don't need to download it because every user's statement of purpose is archived. And then you'll have the ability to click on that dashboard link, or you can go to the top and pull up your profile. If you scroll down here where it says there Joe example, and I can click on profile, and that's the place where you can hit that little button next to the smiley face and upload a photo you might have saved on your phone of yourself, or take a picture. So if you click take a picture, it's just going to open your camera and you can update your profile picture, whatever the case may be. So this is just an example here. I'm not going to take a selfie, but there's the AlleeOop logo. A number of youth will upload avatars or like album covers or things like that. It really doesn't matter what they upload. We just want them to do something that is speaks to who they are and what they're about, so that we have a long list of students that helps us identify them quickly as we are coaching when we move into the coaching space. So this is the beginning of the onboarding. We're going to have a separate video that's going to talk about how you actually start engaging and supporting young people and doing your vision coaching. But thank you so much for agreeing to support amazing young people. We appreciate you very, very much and look forward to lots of successes with young people together.